I hate it.
Yeah?
I hate it. I'm not a sci-fi person. I don't care about the mythology of the show. I don't want to know the answers. I just want to know what happens with the people. I like the character stories. I like the emotional arcs. I like seeing the evolution of these people. So I feel like I keep telling audiences for the first half of season 5, be patient, because we'll get there. We have to do a lot of setup, and then we'll get back into the stories of the people. But that's just me, and that's coming from a total non-sci-fi girl.
You wanted to see us, Sean?
Yeah, we need to talk about Totally Lost, you guys. We just got the first feedback and traffic report on your first show, and it's not good. Lame, no chemistry, a mess, awkward, get those guys a tan.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Look, you guys, it's not like this is totally Twilight where we can make a fortune. You were over budget, you were over schedule, and they hated it. The good news is, there is one thing they all liked.
Shower scene.
No, that was just creepy. The thing they all liked was that little mysterious thing at the end.
Why wasn't I in this episode?
No.
Yeah, I think you both know what this means.
No. Hi, I'm Jeff,
Hey, I'm Dan.
and this is Piggy. Welcome to Totally Lost.
Yeah, I got opinions, and they will be shared, and your minds will... Sabini!
Most TV shows, you get to season 5, and they've basically run out of stories to tell. But you realize that one of the great, favors it's done itself is that by actually not telling us anything, they've set on this great asset of story, the island's history, that can tell us a lot of things now here in this time travel season. What'd you like about it?
Gotta go with the bomb. I was just totally fascinated by this idea that there was this hydrogen bomb, and they were doing this bomb testing back in the 50s. And the others were clearly very opposed to this.
Yeah, I like the idea of the others as these environmental radicals.
I assume you've come back for your bomb.
But my question to you is, where was this bomb ultimately buried then?
Do what I say, you bury it, it won't go off.
There was that great weird scene, if you remember, where Jack and Saeed went exploring the whole bowels of the hatch.
Right.
And they found a part of the hatch that was all completely slathered in cement.
The last time I heard of concrete being poured over everything in this way was Chernobyl.
Was that the bomb?
No, I need you to tell me, is it the bomb?
I like to think it's the bomb. It's a cool idea.
The bomb is the bomb, I think.
The bomb is the bomb, yeah.
Your name is Whitmore? Charles Whitmore? What's it to you?
Did that sort of melt your mind a little
That
bit?
totally melted my mind. And I love that moment because you find out that this big uber villain of the show that has been haunting the mythology now for a couple seasons, searching for the island. Well, he's been on the island, and he's been on the island when he was a young man. And that great huge smirk on John Locke's face. That was my smirk too. The show is totally coming together. You just almost felt it. It was like
the pieces are locking into place.
The pieces are starting to lock into place.
In this episode, we met another other of interest.
Yes.
Named Ellie.
Ellie.
Do you have a crush on her?
I think I do.
Well, aren't you the Romeo?
And why is that?
Because I have a big crush on the older version.
I'm sorry?
Explain that crush.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Ellie is Miss Hawking.
How'd you know that?
The show was very subtle about how they did it.
Shut up, Ellie.
You had that moment where Faraday is walking along with her and going, you remind me of someone, And a lot of people are already speculating that Faraday's mom is actually Miss Hawking in the future. And so maybe is he looking at his mom here? That was kind of a creepy possibility.
I don't believe you, by the way.
Miss Hawking's first name is Eloise.
Right.
Which is also the name, I believe, of Faraday's lab rat when he was doing time travel experiments at Oxford.
This is Eloise.
Eloise.
You're onto something, Jensen.
I think so.
Okay.
It's called detective work. Undoubtedly, the star of the show of Jughead, though, was Daniel Faraday.
Absolutely.
He really kind of stepped forward and was like the island hero in this story. He kind of played the role I thought that Jack would usually play in these things. In fact, I had this whole notion that Faraday equals Jack.
Fantastic idea, really inspired.
Check this out. They both wear backpacks.
Okay.
They both grow bad beards.
Yes.
They both sort of are the leaders of their current castaway unit.
Who's in charge here?
He is.
It makes me wonder if Jack was never supposed to leave the island. He was supposed to go and have all these crazy adventures through time, like stopping the hydrogen bomb, because he has that knowledge with Saeed of what to do with radioactive materials.
Right.
So Jack was supposed to be the one that was skipping through the time and doing all these things in the past, but he left. He screwed up. He abandoned his part. And it was almost like the island had to find a substitute for Jack And Daniel Faraday is that guy.
Not exactly what we need right now.
As you know, I'm really intrigued by this character. I loved him from the start. Faraday's been such a great addition to the show. I guess the big question I have is that, do we trust him? I am really nervous about this guy.
I would never do anything to hurt her.
He was so earnest in that moment, and then I learned that he totally bailed on his girlfriend after like cooking her brain and like leaving her in like some like time travel hell. He's like, see ya, I'm going to the States.
Right. Do you think his love for Charlotte is genuine, or was he just saying that to maybe sort of give her a constant to stop the whole like time travel, sickness, nosebleed kind of thing?
I wanted to believe him so much in that moment, and then like again when I found out all that other stuff, I was just like, I don't know, dude, you're on my watch list. Let's talk a little bit about Desmond.
Desmond, yeah. The thing I loved about finding out that Desmond and Penelope have a son is finding out at the end the name of this boy.
Yes, definitely,
Charlie.
yes.
I noticed a lot of people are saying, yeah, well, it's like Charlie, it's Charles Whitmore. I immediately thought of Charlie.
No, you definitely think you're
yeah.
going to die, Charlie. Like, absolutely, it was totally that way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really touching to learn that they named their son after the guy that sacrificed his life so that they can be together. Like, I thought that was a really cool move.
You know I have a heart of stone, and even my heart just melted.
It really
moment.
did.
Yeah.
It's
happy
total
with that.
liquid now. Yeah. A lot of people find Desmond and Penelope to be such the emotional heart, or one of the emotional hearts of this show. How important is that sort of like emotional aspect when you're telling such a kind of far out story like Lost?
I think what's good about that is that even though the constant really was setting up the whole timeline issue, but at the heart of it, as you just said, it was, two people getting back together. It was a love story.
I'm a big Penny fan, as you know, too. She just carries so much emotion. It was just great to see her when she said,
so I guess we're going with you.
But I feel like she's a great grounding element for the show. I mean, obviously she is a constant. I think that's a really cool thing for me as a fan, too, just to be able to kind of like, if Penny's going to go on this journey, I feel like I can, too.
Teaser! Tonight's episode is called The Little Prince.
Le Petit Prince.
Is that French?
And that is another teaser.
Teaser! That time travel sickness that might be killing Charlotte?
Is going away?
No.
Is getting better?
No.
Is spreading?
Bingo.
Teaser! You know how Son had that creepy scene with Kate?
Totally getting explained.
Nope, but the mystery deepens.
Teaser! The lawyers who wanted Aaron's blood, they're back.
Hey, that's the guy from My So-Called Life. Teaser! You know how the announcer guy always says, don't miss the final 10 minutes of this episode?
Actually, I think they only say 5 minutes.
Do that then.
Toilet scene. Woohoo! And now, it's time for Piggy's Corner. Piggy?
The flash forwards, I think, are really kind of boring.
All right.
And the flashbacks, they're kind of boring too. So what I think I'd like to see on the show is the flash present, which I've just invented.
That's just stupid.
No, it's actually
Stupid.
great.
No,
it's not
no,
stupid.
That's it.
And-
That's it. I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'm done.
Doc,
I'm
don't
done.
leave. Don't leave. I'm talking.
Dan,
Just-
come on.
no,
Come on.
Dude, I thought it was kind of funny.
Are you going to stay here with him? It? Whatever toy little thing?
We got a show to do.
Make a choice. Pig, me.
Don't make me choose.
Dan?
I win.
I love sci-fi, so
love-
I really love that aspect of the show. It's going to be a very necessary part of the whole sort of the whole world that is Lost.